Today's episode of Kev Talks is sponsored by, well, you, the listener. Thank you for clicking play and for tuning into the show. Kev Talks is the show that provides compelling interviews and value-added perspectives on topics primarily in the healthcare, wellness, technology, and public safety spaces. So enjoy your commute. Do we still do that? Coffee or morning walk, and let's fly into the Kev Talks podcast in 3, 2, 1. I, Kevin Pinnell, did solemnly swear and supported and defended the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I bore true faith and allegiance to the same and obeyed the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So helped me God. That is a slightly modified Oath of Enlistment. It's the oath that I took, that thousands of others took, to serve their country, to serve America. So on today, November 11th, 2022, thank you to every veteran out there, especially those that I served with and those still serving. I'm also going to share some facts, right? So on this Friday edition of Kev Facts, I share the Oath of Enlistment, and I'm going to share some information from the Pew Research Center on the changing face of America's veteran population from April 2021. These are just some facts. I'm not going to dive into it, but I'll share this in the post. So number one, Gulf War era veterans are now account for the largest share of all U.S. veterans. Number two, the share of the U.S. population with military experience is declining, so not as many folks going in. VA projections, Veterans Administration projections, suggest the number of living veterans will continue to decline over the next 25 years. Number four, the demographic profile of veterans is expected to change in the next quarter century. 9 in 10 veterans are men, while about 1 in 10 are women, and they're looking at by 2046 that share increasing. Number five, fewer members of Congress have prior military experience than in the past. Maybe that could affect some of the decision making and camaraderie. Number six, the Department of Veterans Affairs receives a relatively low favorability rating compared with other government agencies. I'm unfortunately not surprised about that. Number seven, Americans continue to see veteran service as important priority. And they cite from a March 2019 survey, 72% majority of U.S. adults said that if they were making the federal budget, they would increase spending for veterans benefits and services. I think that's a fantastic idea. If you know a veteran today, reach out to them, say hi. Remember, it's not Memorial Day. We're not remembering those lost. Remembering the folks who served. We'll do that on Memorial Day. We'll remember them. We'll get our Murph on. Also want to remind everybody, if you didn't see the post from earlier, I had a great interview with my buddy Henry Hank Smith and about substance abuse in law enforcement. So the YouTube video is available. Go to kevtalkspod.com and I'll release the audio of that next week, just as a podcast if you want to wait till then. But check it out. It was a very good discussion about a critical topic. And thank you so much again for all the veterans that served, that I served with. Thanks so much for being here. But for now, I've got to fly.